What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another game breakdown video on the channel. Before I hop into this one, I just would like to ask you guys if you could drop a like or a comment based on the pick I make. If you like it, you don't like it, whatever you think about the pick, I'd appreciate a comment. Also, a like would help me out a ton, and if you enjoy the content and like the picks that I've been making and have had success with those picks, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. It would mean a lot, and it would really help out the channel. Now, getting into the Warriors versus Grizzlies game 2, the Warriors offensively, as we all know, shoot the ball very well from anywhere on the floor, whether it be within the three-point arc or from half court damn near. They're going to be able to shoot the ball well. They're not incredibly fast paced, so they're not going to get a ton of shots up, but they're incredibly efficient. As we all know, they shoot the ball well, so they're going to get points up and they're going to make more shots than they miss throughout the course of a game. However, they do struggle to get to the free throw line, which should be interesting. They did a decent job of it in game 1, but I think that's partially due to the Grizzlies enabling them with their defense. Defensively, they're also top 5 in the NBA in a ton of their defensive categories. They pride themselves on defense, and being able to shoot the ball well is a luxury that they have. They allow their opponents to get to the free throw line a little bit, so they're giving up some cheap points there because they're playing tough, aggressive defense. They're fouling quite a bit, so that's one disadvantage. But they do prevent their opponent from getting a lot of shots up. They slow the game down and prevent their opponents from getting a ton of shots up. Now, the Grizzlies offensively are not great shooters compared to the Warriors. Instead, they like to play a fast pace and get as many shots up as they can because they know they're not the greatest shooting team in the world. They're not incredibly efficient, so they're going to try and get as many shots up as possible. They do a good job of getting to the free throw line because they're so aggressive, and as you saw in game 1, Ja really likes to get to the hoop. They're going to draw a lot of fouls. They're very elusive, very fast, very aggressive. So they're kind of forcing their opponent's hand and fouling them and make them earn their points rather than giving up free layups. Defensively, I mean, they're average. They're not great at anything. They're not terrible at anything. However, they do allow their opponents to get to the free throw line a fair amount. So that's something that should be interesting as the series goes on. How well are the Grizzlies able to keep the Warriors off the free throw line, and how well are the Warriors able to get to the free throw line? It could be a big deciding factor in a lot of the games in this series. And then just kind of recapping game 1, if you watched it, it was incredibly close throughout the entire game. There were times where the Warriors were up 10. There were times where the Grizzlies were up 5 to 10 points. So it's a lot of swings back and forth, but it is incredibly competitive. Jaren Jackson also played out of his mind. I believe he had a career high at 30 points or so, somewhere around 30 points. Shot the ball incredibly well. They kept leaving him open from 3, and he kept sinking them, making him pay. I don't expect him to play that well this game, but if he does, great for him. And then Draymond Green got ejected and missed the entire second half due to a flagrant foul in the second quarter. So I think we can expect Draymond to play the rest of this game. But hey, who knows? Maybe he gets another flagrant 2 and gets ejected in the first half of game 2 as well. My pick for this is going to be the Warriors' money line. Like I said, Draymond should be playing the entire game, and I don't think Jaren Jackson's going to play as well as he did last game. I'm not going to worry about sweating the spread. I'm just going to take the money line. I picked a spread in the last game, and it should have hit. Klay Thompson decided to miss 2 free throws with about 6 seconds left, so it didn't hit, but it should have. I had -2.5, and those 2 free throws would have put it to 3 points, and instead he missed both, and the Warriors won by 1. So I do believe the Warriors are the better team, and I think the pick here is Warriors money line.